All right, you guys. So let's talk about it, okay? Since we're up. So pretty much, it seems like, and has been going on for quite some time, you guys. Okay. So what's happening is I can use myself as an example, okay? Because pretty much what's happening is when you get to a certain level in life, right? And you finally get there, it doesn't seem like a reward. And that's because before you get there, these people are trying to beat you to the punch in order to destroy reputations, in order to isolate. So that way, when you finally do accomplish something that they could never even think of, right? You do accomplish something. It doesn't feel like an accomplishment because they put so many obstacles, and then you went through isolation, and on top of that, it was a long stagnation period. And these are family members who are trying to keep you from elevating. Family members who can't and don't want to put the effort into themselves. Instead, they find it their destiny to try to attach themselves to somebody else's destiny. When somebody says, "Oh, it's my destiny to destroy somebody else's," no, it's not. You're trying to attach yourself to somebody else's destiny any way you can, even if it's in a negative way. That's exactly what they're doing. So, before I got on YouTube, there's a couple of people that, I plan on reaching out to in this and that, and it was really to help some of the spiritual leaders or whatever, and just to communicate. I wasn't gonna really stay underneath the radar, but when I got there, it seems like it was always isolation. Like she went to a couple of people and told my story as if it was my family members tell their story as if it was their story. And I've had a very difficult life, y'all. It was not easy, so I don't tell it as a trophy. Okay? It's not a trophy. This is obstacles and shit I really went through and had to endure. It's not like, but they tell the story as if it's a glamour story. Like it's some type of Hollywood story, which really, if I really laid my life out on and did a movie, I'd be like, what in the shit? How did she get through these things? And it's just one time, all at one time, back to back to back to back for almost centuries. Okay? But these people, these family members, take it upon themselves to destroy connections even before they start. So there's a couple people who I automatically had a connection with, right? Just as regular. They took it upon themselves to go tell them a story that was not theirs, to harass them and to do different stuff. And I'll give you an example. Foster eBay is one of them. I had actually, you know how you have an intuitive feeling people are going through stuff and you know that they actually need somebody to talk to as well as somebody to listen to this and that. Before he got off the radar, before he got offline, um, my sister, my family member, had actually harassed him, saying, "Listen, I've been through it my whole entire life. I know whose energy that is," and told him this whole story as if it was her, as if she went through this stuff, even though she put somebody else through those obstacles. And the only reason why she knows how I went through it because these are the same people who put you through obstacles, and then they'll call you and say, "Oh, how you been? Oh yeah, I just went through this. I just went through that. I went over this, and that." And you don't realize you just told them they finna put you through another obstacle. Cause they're like, "Well, she got over that quick. How?" And you don't realize the reason why they're checking in on you or checking on you is not for the reasons you think. They're trying to see if it's working, if their stuff is working. want to know why some of your favorite YouTubers are being attacked, I'm telling you guys, whatever. I was trying to tell you guys the truth, and I was trying to be authentic and let you guys get an understanding of who these people are. Because anybody who come in contact with them, they're not, if they don't even, you guys, these are the people I was going to help. These are the people I was willing to share my ideas with. These are the people I was willing to uplift. And if they're going to do me like that, do y'all think they really care about your favorite YouTuber or people who are inspiring other people or things like that? They don't care. The only reason why I'm saying something now is because I've been trying to say something, oh, listen. Everybody's like, oh, she's not popular, so we're not going to listen to what she says. So he ended up, so when I found out he deleted his thing, that's because there were attacks after attacks after attack. He was going through isolation for quite some time. And then on top of that, the people who were reaching out to him and contacting him was fraudulent and full of shit. And we're having him open his heart by telling, my sister told my life story really. So he opened his heart, because when you think about the stuff you've been through since a kid, and somebody comes to you and say, hey, I've been through all this stuff and it's so traumatic and this and that, any normal human being would open their heart up to that. But I don't use my story as a sob story to get people to open up. I want people just to be like chill and cool, and then if it happens something I can help you as far as my story goes, then I'll go ahead and tell you, or I'll go ahead and say, well, I've been through this X, Y, and Z. But I don't just tell people my story for pity. That's dark empaths who do that pity shit. And underload narcissists.